What happened to men being simps? Men just aren't simps anymore, and that's a problem. No wonder we have a male loneliness epidemic.
Where are the men? Like, that's what I want to know. Like, where you at? I done been to the gym. I done been to Target. I done been everywhere. Like, where are you?
Okay, so I need y'all to be dead but honest. Do I look mean? Do I look mean or like unapproachable? Because I'm trying to figure it out. I've been going to the gym for 3 years now, and one guy has approached me in the gym.
Yo, what's up? Today we are taking a look at what happens when women get rejected by men. We have women asking for things they cannot afford, making scenes in public over nothing, and getting told no straight to their faces. Men are simply walking away and refusing to play these silly games anymore. So be sure to hit that subscribe button, leave a like on the video, and let's get right into the clips.
Rejection therapy. I'm gonna go ask this random customer if I can buy his coffee. Excuse me, could I buy your coffee for you? I would love to.
No.
That quick no told her everything she needed to know.
I want to report a theft.
Okay.
What happened?
You just stole my heart.
Huh?
He just stole my heart.
Oh.
Can I get your phone number?
My phone number is crazy.
No, not yours, his actually. But you're so beautiful. Like,
Oh, you want his phone?
yeah. No.
911.
911. If I call it later, I can talk to you. No? You got that yacht though. Don't wear that cute suit again. Seriously, it looks way too good on you. Oh my God.
He completely ignored her flirting and stayed on the clock. Top-tier professionalism.
Can you help me, please? Do you know who have the most miles?
I'm not sure of his name, but he has over 1 million.
Really? Okay, do you know a person who flies only first class? Huh? Okay, great. My name is Carolina, and I'm looking for a rich husband. If you're gonna see him, can you give my card, please?
Okay, no problem.
Thank you,
Rich
so
husband,
sweet. Hi, excuse me. Do you know which suitcase have a gold or diamonds inside? None of them?
No.
But you know, if you find something, my name is Carolina, and I'm looking for a rich husband. Please let me know.
Oh, wow.
Thank you. Thank you.
Asking the airline worker to find you a rich husband is pure desperation.
What happened to men being simps? Men just aren't simps anymore, and that's a problem. No wonder we have a male loneliness epidemic. You're not simps anymore. You all think you're Sigma. Meanwhile, you're not touching a woman. A woman's not even letting you look at her. It's because you're not a simp. Praise, worship, compliments, gifts, yearning. You gotta be obsessed with women. We need more simps out here. That's how you get laid.
She really thinks men are going to buy her free stuff just because she asked.
So what would you be more excited about, okay? A date night with a beautiful, amazing woman. Or a night out with the boys. And I mean a historical night out with the boys.
A night with the boys.
Okay, so I need y'all to be dead but honest. Do I look mean? Do I look mean or like unapproachable? Because I'm trying to figure it out. I've been going to the gym for 3 years now, and one guy has approached me in the gym. One guy. I can name the situation. I'm not expecting anyone to approach me, but I feel like I'm always approaching others and like talking to others. So I'm like, there's gotta be something wrong. Like, something like, why do people not want to like talk to me? And not like in a sappy way, like I'm genuinely curious. Like, what am I doing wrong? I don't know. I'm like literally wearing bright pink right now. Like, is that not approachable? I think it is.
Most guys go to the gym to work out, not to get accused of staring.
Girls be like, oh my God, I'll never buy a nigga nothing. We know, flat purse. We know you can't even afford dinner. That's why you begging everybody to take you outside. Who want to take me out to eat? I'm so hungry. Who wants to hang out? I'm bored. We know, flat purse. You could never.
She called them out with no hesitation. Expecting a free dinner every night is just begging with extra steps.
I don't know what's in the water, but men are just flabbergasting me every single day. I just got done from the gym. I had a long week. I wanted to do a leg day and a sauna. And I got done, got my protein shake. I'm excited. And I'm in the elevator, and this guy is in the elevator. I barely made it, and I literally got smushed into the elevator door, in between the doors. And the guy did not even lift a hand to even help me stop. It was a bad slam. Like I was like smushed in between those two doors. The guy did not even help me at all. Not even to press the open door button. Not even that. I'm flabbergasted by their lack of tenacity and testosterone these days. What is going on in the water?
Expecting every guy to jump in and play hero over an elevator door is ridiculous. People are minding their own business for a reason.
What's up, baby? I like what I see.
Just imagine if a guy did that to random women on the street.
Where are the men? Like, that's what I want to know. Like, where you at? I done been to the gym. I done been to Target. I done been everywhere. Like, where are you? Where do you be at? Where do y'all be at? Where's the men? Where's the men that want wives? Like, where are you? Where you looking at? Because obviously you're not looking over here. Like, what's wrong? Like, where do we find men at? Like, where?
Laying in bed, doing nothing, and expecting a husband to show up at your door is crazy.
Let's go find my husband.
Per favore, una moneta per mangiare qualcosa.
Mi dispiace.
Mangiare qualcosa.
Scusami. There's your man.
If this doesn't work, I don't know what will.
We gotta lock in.
Praying for a husband and having an old man walk up right after is pure comedy.
Can I just say it's extremely frustrating that no one talks to each other on the street anymore. I just walked out of Whole Foods. There was a guy I was staring at while shopping, and he was staring at me. I was clearly interested in him, giving him all the signs, and he still didn't approach me. But, I also didn't approach him. And what does that say about me? I guess I have to be that person in this modern day because men don't pursue women anymore. I just want to be pursued. And I guess I am part of the problem.
If you liked him that much, your mouth works just fine to say hello.
Women are confused why men don't approach them anymore, but they're the ones who train men to stop. I keep seeing these videos of women crying about how men don't pursue them or chase them like they used to. And honestly, we need to look at what we did to create this, because who would have thought that our actions have consequences? First of all, we set impossible standards. You want a man who's 6'2", making 6 figures, looks like a model, but what are you bringing to match that energy? Second of all, we made viral content out of humiliating men for trying. Every time a guy shoots his shot, there's a TikTok making fun of him. We literally train them that approaching us equals public embarrassment.
Making a habit out of shaming men in public has consequences. Nobody is going to approach you when the risk is ending up on the internet for trying.
This is attempt 972 at finding a man. Which section do you go in Lowe's? I heard you're not supposed to go into the paint section or the gardening section, because most likely those men are here for projects for their significant other. So, woodworking next? Tile. Where are the men at in Lowe's?
Attempt 972 told us everything we need to know.
Come here.
So when was the last time you approached a girl in person?
Right
at
now.
the gym?
No, I had to holler at you. See, it's exactly.
All right,
what
I
I'm
guess
talking
not right
about.
now. I don't know, like a week or two ago.
How often do you approach girls?
Not often. Not often.
Why don't you?
I don't want to
approach
like be
more?
disrespectful, you know.
Well, why would it be disrespectful to approach a girl on the street?
Like, would I have it? What's the reason for me approaching them?
Well, if you were interested and you wanted to start a
I
conversation.
don't know. I don't want to come off as like creepy or like imposing. You know, I want to be respectful.
So what would be the correct way to approach a girl either on the street or in a daytime setting without being creepy?
You could say, I really like your coat. Or I could say, hey,
But you would
cool
keep
kicks.
walking. If I said I really like your coat, you would just keep walking.
Don't know until you try.
You know.
He gave the exact honest answer. Most guys would rather mind their business than get accused of doing something wrong.
The complete and utter hypocrisy that today's women live by. The ones where they demand equality, demand to be treated exactly the same as men, but only when it suits them. When it doesn't, well, then they lose their minds and spew their toxicity towards men, just like she's doing here. I guarantee you, she's attacked men in the past, calling them oppressive and patriarchal when it suits her to do so. But when it suits her to be treated like it's still the 1950s, well, then she demands that.
You can't spend years pushing for total equality and then get mad when men actually start treating you like an equal. Picking and choosing when chivalry applies doesn't work anymore.
Where are the single men at in Atlanta that are not absolutely unhinged? Where do they be at?
The normal men are at work avoiding people who post videos like this all day.
You know what I've noticed? Women do not want providers for real. They want immature men with money. Yeah. They want men who base their status off of how much money they have in their wallets. They want men who lead with their wallets. They do not want a man to genuinely be a provider in their lives. Because let's think about it. When we go onto social media now, we talk to any of the young girls now, what they talking about? He got to have some money. He got to have some bread. He got to pay for this. He got to do my nails. He got to do my hair. I'm not going on the first date unless he dropped $200, $300, $400, $5 million on me. There's nothing said about character. There's nothing said about integrity. There's nothing said about ambition. There's nothing said about goals. It's just how much money does he have? And the men who lead with their wallets are typically the men who have nothing going for themselves because they reel you in financially.
Leading with a price tag is only going to attract people who treat you like a transaction. Real respect never came from a wallet.
If you are single, it is a Friday or Saturday night. Why the hell are you inside right now?
Literally.
Why are you at home? Like, it's such a fucking waste. But also, even if you are at the bar, why are you in the corner?
Yes, or with
your
your
three
friend group.
friends, all in a circle
Literally.
with like your backs towards every girl in the world?
And stop relying on Hinge because it doesn't work. Get your asses out.
Please.
You turn your backs to the whole room and then get mad when nobody talks to you.
Update on the Trying to Find a Man in the Wild series featuring Jess. Public parks. The men are out here. They're playing spike ball. They're having boys picnics, which is like a girl dinner, but with cute boys. And I think that if a group of girls went to a cute park and there was a cute group of guys, you'd have a very, very strong success rate.
Those boys just want to play their game in peace.
Men, I'm just so very sad. I'm laughing, but I'm sad. The amount of men who have commented and said they absolutely will not approach a woman anymore is so sad. The reasoning behind it is so kind of all over the place. A lot of men don't want to deal with potential rejection. They say how rude some women can be, like if they just are trying to pay a compliment and a woman's like, I guess has an attitude with them. But at the same time, I'm like, well, how are you complimenting her? Because if it's offensive, then kind of understand. But if it's just a, hey, hello, nice to see you, how's your day? You know, there's no reason to be rude. But at the same time, women are almost conditioned to think any man who steps to them is going to do something that's off kilter. What do we do? Because a lot of us women still look for the chivalrous man, and the chivalrous man is scared to come to the lady who would accept chivalry.
Women spent years telling men to go away, and now they are crying about being left alone.
There was a study done in the 90s, and what they found out, I think, still holds true today. So what they did is they took a group of men and they took a group of women and they categorized these men. So it was like high status, t-shirt, McDonald's. Same thing with the women. High status, t-shirt, McDonald's. And then they asked, the men, okay, would you go to coffee with this person, go on a date, marry? And in all three categories, the guy didn't care. He's like, yes, sure, whatever. With women, it was a whole different story. Women went to the high status man for the majority of them. So that was for coffee, date, marriage. My takeaway on this is just goes along with the trends I've been seeing. So we are in this Kardashian culture and have been for, 10 years. I don't know how long they've been on. But this idea of perfection has just been kind of unseen before. I mean, before we had magazines, we knew they were kind of airbrushed, but what we see now, women are doing eyebrows, microblading, dermaplaning.
Dating standards haven't changed that much, but the sense of entitlement definitely went through the roof. A long checklist of demands doesn't replace basic human character.
Y'all know what I find very strange? Being a woman and depending on your man to pay for every single thing while you have a job and you just keeping your money. Meanwhile, he's trying to build a future for himself too, while you just keep your money and just work and do whatever and not pay for anything. I find that very, very fucking strange. Like, the man has to pay for every single thing that you do. You just keep your money, but then you expect him to build up the household by himself. Like I'm still trying to get in the wraps of that, like, that theory that y'all got going on. Like, I'm confused. It don't take two? It don't take two no more? Okay.
At least one person has the common sense to say a relationship takes two people.
The hardest part about dating in 2026.
I think girls are too scared to make the first move. Guys don't want to come off as creepy, so like the girls have to do it.
Do you usually make the first move?
Yeah.
Nice.
It either works or it doesn't, so.
It only took 10 years for women to finally realize men don't want to risk getting called a creep on the street.
It has come to my attention that men do not want to approach women anymore. I don't know when this happened, but this is the reality of the situation. And I also realized that nobody wants to be on dating apps anymore. I think this summer is about to be feral girl summer. Like, I feel like we are finally going to connect with one another, and we are finally going to get off the apps, and we are finally going to flirt with one another. However, we have an issue at hand. Men don't want to approach women at bars. So it's like, how do we start conversation?
You spend years ignoring guys in public and now act confused why they stopped walking up to you.
So what I'm telling women is, do not, if you want a family, if you want a husband, do not allow yourself to get to a point where you hit that wall. You are 37, you are looking in the mirror, whatever age that is, and you see a different face and you see your youth going away from you and you start to panic and you can't find yourself in the mirror. Don't let that be the case while you're still on the hunt for a man, or you are going to feel inadequate, depressed, anxious, and rush in to do something toxic to your body to compensate for that. If women just listened more to what people like me are saying, and in your 20s, instead of burying in the career stuff and burying in everything else, you acknowledged the reality that what you have is going to go away.
At least she is telling the truth instead of feeding young women fairy tales.
When guys stop coming up to you is because women, you like decayed and turned into these monsters where you're just ingrates, you've got inflated egos, you're treating men like crap, you're out for attention and then to just reject them. So they're done with your game, right? And don't compare yourself to some 90s and 2000 chicks because they were different. They were cut different. They weren't playing your nasty games. So you want guys to be different? Be different. Start being freaking respectful. You know, go back and talk to some women in my age bracket that were, you know, out in the 90s and 2000s and talk to us about how we were behaving and what the real deal was and why we were getting different results than you are.
Respect has always been a two-way street. If you want old school effort, you have to bring old school respect to the table first.
Everyone has an opinion, so here's mine. There is a study showing that the fastest growing demographic in the United States is men who are single and childless with no intentions of dating. Hey, ladies, can we talk for a minute? Come on in. Come on, talk to your big homie. First of all, the chickens have come home to roost, like we warned you was going to happen. We told you this was going to happen, ladies. You didn't believe us. You leaned into feminism. We told you we want y'all to be fit, feminine, friendly. This is what Kevin Samuels was trying to explain to you, ladies, but y'all just laughed at him. You made fun of him, and he warned you all. Look at all of these ladies right now. Cardi B, Vivica Fox, Claudia Jordan, Aisha Curry. He warned all of these women. He warned all of you. And now you find yourself in a situation where winter has come home, and you outside without a coat on. I would say that I feel sorry for you, but in all actuality, I don't. Now, there are a few of you who maybe my heartstrings might, I guess, tug a little bit for because some of you are actually really good women and have really good mindsets and can really add value into a man's life. But unfortunately for you, you won't get the opportunity to even prove that based on the current situation that we find ourselves in. And so for that, yeah, that does tug at my heartstrings a bit because there are some good women out there. But most of you are insufferable bitches. And I hate to use that type of language, but we got to be honest and we got to be fair. You have made yourself a cancer to the American society. I'm talking about most women, and this transcends race. This transcends race. I'm not talking about all, but most women have made yourselves a cancer to be around. You're insufferable to be around in the workplace. You're insufferable to be around when we're in public. You're insufferable to be around when we're in sporting events. You're insufferable to be around when we're at the movie theater. You're insufferable to be around when we're at the restaurant. I mean, it doesn't matter what setting that we find ourselves in. Most of you are insufferable. You have nothing to add. You don't bring any value. You can't really help a man's life out. You don't cook. You don't clean. You back talk. You got another man's kids. You bringing used, smelly box to the table. And now you out here talking about where's all the good men.
Men simply decided that staying single is far cheaper and far less stressful. Peace of mind wins every single time.
I'm going on a group date with my roommates, and we don't have any dates, so we're gonna go onto BYU campus and with flyers of each other and find random guys to come with us tonight. Let's go. Okay, so far it's not looking too hot. The first person was married, and the past 5 are busy. I got one maybe. Oh, look at this too. I'm not gonna show the whole flyer because it has her number on it, and somebody thought it was super weird, so they didn't want to come.
Sometimes you have to go to Home Depot to find a man. When a man is ready for marriage, I like to say his light switch is on. So that's why I'm by the light switches. It's honestly like a mating call. Where is he? It's looking bleak. I'm taking one to go. There's other aisles.
So you're almost 40, yes. And you've never been married, no. And you don't have kids, no. And you don't want to have kids, no. What have you done with your life? Well,
if I'm walking behind a man and he go out first and he don't hold that door, he let that door close, I'm going to instantly assume that you're gay. And you probably was mad that I didn't run in front of you and hold the door for you. Any real man know you hold the door for a lady. Like, that's basic common sense that your mama should have taught you. Like, that's the minimum of being a man. I was raised by a dad with a brother in the house. I didn't touch doors and I didn't touch trash. This new generation of men are really the girls. Like, who gonna be the boys?
Let's predict that 50% of women aged 25 to 45 will be single by 2030.
You know it. 2030.
Why do you say
We know
that?
it. Because that's not even a new stat. Like, that's been going on for 2 years now. Only thing that's going up is the number of women.
So what do you think it is? Do you think the men are becoming more picky and choosy when it comes down to relationships, that a lot of these women are going to be single?
At the end of the day, actions have consequences. You cannot spend years treating men like an enemy or an ATM and then act shocked when they simply decide to opt out of the game entirely. Drop a comment below with your thoughts on these clips, hit that like button, and subscribe so you don't miss the next video. See you next time.